Now that you were talking about the modified and the wrong guru system, so if a person by in ignorance or in his bad time, he went to the wrong path and got initiated, because even there Prabhupada is there, and he realized later that he is not having the power of the guru, because it's only his conscious, he's not having the power of guru, although he's been initiated, and then he moves on to our temple and he surrenders to Prabhupada. Through some force, like he's coming, it's like not fully, but still started coming. So, and he's approaching us to asking now he was wrong earlier, now what he can do, like he has already got an initiated name there. So what suggestion we can give to him then?
If somebody comes, he gets initiated by a wrong guru, and then he comes to our temple and then he understands that actually Prabhupada is the real guru, then what happened to his initiation? He is already initiated, so does he have to take reinitiation? What does he have to do? The answer is very simple. Everybody who comes to ISKCON, they come by reading Prabhupada's books. They follow Prabhupada's instructions. Prabhupada told to chant 16 rounds, therefore we chant 16 rounds. Prabhupada told to follow 4 regulative principles, therefore we follow the 4 regulative principles. So that Bhaktivedanta bija, the seed of devotional service, is given to us by Prabhupada only. Nobody else gives you Bhaktivedanta bija in ISKCON. Who told you Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead? It is Prabhupada. We read Prabhupada's books and got convinced, yes, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, the seed of bhakti is sown in our heart by Prabhupada. So, Prabhupada is the actual initiating guru for us. Prabhupada has already initiated us into spiritual life. But, by mistake, instead of recognizing him as our spiritual master, as our diksha guru, we made a mistake somewhere, and by error we accepted somebody else as the diksha guru. So such an initiation is only an official initiation, formal initiation. Such official formal initiation has no value. When we realize, when we understand that no, I made a mistake, I thought this is my diksha guru, but he is not a bona fide diksha guru. Prabhupada is the bona fide diksha guru. He is the person who is really initiating me and taking me back to Krishna. Then that itself is the real initiation. So real initiation has already happened the day you started reading Prabhupada's books and started following his instructions. Formal initiation is also part of the function of the process of diksha vidhana. But somehow, for undergoing that diksha vidhana, instead of accepting it from Prabhupada, you mistakenly accepted it from someone else within ISKCON who claimed that he is a bona fide spiritual master and he is authorized to give you diksha. Whereas Prabhupada, through the July 9th order, has authorized only Ritviks, representatives, to give initiation on his behalf. So whoever is acting as diksha guru in ISKCON is actually not a diksha guru, because the authority he has received from Prabhupada is what? Is only to be his representative. He can give diksha only on behalf of Prabhupada. So from whomever you take diksha in ISKCON, they are giving diksha only on behalf of Prabhupada. That's all the power that they have. Suppose, for example, suppose the government announces a new scheme that we are going to give free land, 1 acre free land to eligible people. If you fulfill this 1, 2, 3, 4 criterion, government will give you land. And the government, to implement this, empowers all the district collectors, the DCs, the district collectors, to identify the people and hand over the government land to them. So you are also an eligible candidate, but you don't know about the scheme. You are not aware that there is such a scheme, government is going to give land and all that. Suddenly one fine day, one person comes knocking at your door and he says, the DC is calling you. So you go to the district collector's office and district collector says, see, I have identified you, I have found you eligible to get land, so I am giving my personal land of 1 acre to you, I am gifting it to you. And he signs on the document papers and gives it to you. And you think, oh, this district collector is so merciful. He has given his 1 acre of his own personal land to me, and you are in great bliss. And after 5 years, 10 years, you are every day keeping a photograph of the DC in your home and you are worshipping him. And suddenly one day one person comes and tells you, Arey Baba, that DC cheated you. It was not his personal land. It was government land. and government had brought this scheme. They had authorized the DC to give government land to you, and so he signed on that paper. You see what he has signed? He has signed as the district commissioner of the government. So on behalf of the government, he gave government land to you. It was not his land. So when you understand the truth, what happens? Do you have to again go cancel that old deed and then make a fresh deed to get that land in your name? No. Although the DC claimed that it was his personal land, reality was it was the government land. And whatever he signed on as a representative of the government. And so therefore, the land is yours, given by the government, not by the DC. Right? Similarly, this initiation in ISKCON, Prabhupada has authorized people to give initiation only on his behalf. So whoever gives initiation in ISKCON gives only on Prabhupada's behalf. He can say, I am giving you initiation. You are my disciple. He can say. But reality is, everyone who comes to ISKCON, they get the Bhaktivedanta bija from Prabhupada. All of them are disciples of Prabhupada only. So wrongly you are thinking that, oh, this is my Diksha Guru, I have received Diksha from him. Now when you look at the July 9th order of Prabhupada and see how on May 28 the GBC asked Prabhupada how initiations will go on in ISKCON, particularly after Prabhupada's disappearance, and that's how the July 9th order has come, you realize, no, this person was never a Diksha Guru. Actually, Prabhupada is the only Diksha Guru. So you have come to the right understanding. You have been initiated within ISKCON through the process Prabhupada has given. So you have come to the right understanding now. That's all. So there is nothing else you have to do. You have to accept, you have to recognize Prabhupada for truly what function he is doing in your life to liberate you, to extinguish the forest fire in your material life, and therefore, and to liberate you and take you back to Godhead. And therefore, that right recognition when you do, beg forgiveness from Prabhupada for not having recognized him for his true position in your life, and that's the end of it. All right? Is that okay?
Yes, Prabhu.